We got here, they've been busy at it again, James and Tony. Look here, looks like a chop shop almost, but look what we're doing, a dry run. We got it set in there, it's going to set in there great. We got more clearance with the Corvette balancer, the pan fit. The reason they set it in here now is because we're working on the oil tank and the air ducting, but I think it's all going to fit good. It's got the Corvette alternator. We're working on some carbon fiber covers for here. We got a carbon fiber cover. It's going to cover on radiator sport. So we're going to have some carbon fiber parts that are sure look good on this system. We're going to start running the wiring right now. We're red labeling in a clutch from McLeod. We sent them the factory clutch and pressure plate out of here, red label, and then Red Roberts then in turn, they did a lot of measurement and they put us together a clutch, and so they're red labeling it back in Saturday delivery, and so we're going to work this weekend and fit the clutch and the transmission tomorrow, but it's really looking good. So the only thing we want to know is if the clutch will hold it. Robert said that it would hold up to 750 horse or so, so we should be good on the clutch. So I think everything's going to bolt together and really fit good. But you can see there's still quite a bit of room in the engine room, so we got to do the heat exchanger for the intercooler, and we got to get the oil tank in there, but we've already drawn up some designs, and Cobra's working, making us a custom oil tank that we'll have just for the Camaros. But notice, too, how much radiator GM has put in front of this. So if you look, there's a lot of radiator drops below the bumper area, so the bumper is covering up part of the radiator, but if you look, it hangs down as low as the bumper. So there's quite a bit of radiator, so we feel like the stock radiator will take care of it. We already talked to a couple engineers at GM. They feel the fuel pump in the tank is already going to take care of it. So this is a really neat swap. We hope to have this done here in another week. And they're even prototyping the headers right now. John's been working on the header situation. We got the LS9 back out, and Ken's working on the harness. Tony's got him lined out. We're repinning it all to the LS9 computer. So he's double checking. This is the original factory LS9 harness laying in the floor. We've got the master plug off, and so we're double checking all the connectors. And Ken's wiring it all up and checking the color wires and the length and the codes. How's it going there, Ken?
Oh, it's going pretty good.
Well, good, good. A little better doing this on a Sunday morning when it's peaceful and quiet. Yeah. And you notice we got the Corvette compressor on it now. And James got the fitting adapter made because the two lines switch. So we got the AC hooked up. He's got the power steering hooked up now. Over here, we've got basically the hoses all hooked up so we can hook it up. We put the McLeod clutch on it, but they sent us this one. We red labeled it in, and then we were talking to them, and this one only will support about 600 horse. So we've got a dual diaphragm clutch coming tomorrow that'll support over about at 750, 800 horse, and that's where the range we think we'll be at 7 or better. So the other boys are, John's working on headers, and so we've got everything rolling pretty good. Notice here's the car. We got it up because we were looking to see about where we're going to put an oil tank. We're not sure yet where we're going to put the oil tank. We looked at it in the trunk. And so we've had Slim Jim down checking for some oil lines. We're even thinking about putting the oil lines in, or putting the oil tank in the trunk where it'd be easy to get to and stay out of the frontal area. We looked at putting it in the front of the radiator, but we're going to have the intercooler up there, the radiator up there, and the AC up there. So we think that we might end up putting it in the trunk. There's a lot of room in the trunk. We looked at putting it under the inner fender panels, but once you get the inner fender panels in there, it's going to be pretty full. So let's wig over to the header deal and see where they're at. In the header department, we're going to go over there where they're prototyping the headers for the LS9. Here's some racks of headers. Pretty well everything we're doing anymore is LS. Everything you do. These are welded up, got to be ground yet. We go on back. I think they're back here in the corner working on it. How's it going, Cobra?
It's going good. Trying to get this passenger side header done up for this LS9 Camaro.
Okay, and this is gonna, you got it to where it's gonna bolt back to the factory exhaust if it wants to?
Yes, it's gonna to bolt right back up. This is just a prototype. I'm going to make a thicker flange here originally. Everything's just tacked together until we can get the pipes bent the way we needed. But this will bolt right back up to the factory exhaust system.
And this, you've got the passenger side there. I say good. Well, good. We're coming along good. We'll probably be ready to test fit them. We're going to try to put the motor back in tomorrow.
All right. We'll be ready.
Okay.